When Michael Jackson was at his prime, people would literally go to his concerts and faint left and right simply because his aura, just standing in front of Michael Jackson, was too much for most people to even take. That's how powerful he was. The truth is, most people have incredibly weak auras. They walk into a room, nobody looks up, nobody notices. This is not even about physical looks, height. This is purely about your energetic presence. This is what aura is. It's how attracted people are to you. Are you magnetic or are you pushing people away just with your aura? So today is a full-blown aura maxing guide. Let's get it. I'm breaking this video up into 5 different chapters, teaching you step by step how to get an insane aura. Chapter 1, understanding energy. Nikola Tesla once said something that once you understand the universe's energy and frequencies, then you can actually start understanding the universe. And this is so true. So, for example, whenever Michael Jackson's on stage, the reason his aura is so magnetic is because everybody is giving him their energy. So he's filling up with energy so much. I mean, look at any modern celebrities. It has pretty much the same phenomenon. And then I can guarantee you, all these fans who just went home after worshiping Michael Jackson for a couple hours, they feel drained. They crash immediately. They have no energy. Now, this may not apply to your regular life, but think about how much content you consume, for example, on a daily basis. Every single Instagram reel you watch, every YouTube video you watch, you're giving that creator your energy. Versus being an actual creator, whenever you actually create content, you receive energy from strangers on the internet who are just blindly giving it to you. There's also a term known as alchemy, where you can turn bad energy into fuel, into energy. This is why people who receive a lot of hate, they still have a very large energetic presence. They still have a very strong aura. You have to learn how to actually take energy from other people to optimize your own energy. This is going to boost your aura. So for example, in day-to-day conversations, a lot of people are the ones talking and talking, going on rants. You're giving this other person listening your energy. So in any social interaction, you got to learn to conserve your own energy and almost absorb their energy that they are willingly going to give to you. And when it comes to energy, one thing I personally noticed, and I'm sure anybody else who's ever done semen retention, is that semen retention boosts your aura like crazy. I'm not going to go into details or pseudoscience because a lot of you guys will say, oh, this bullshit when you've never actually tried semen retention. If you do not believe me, do semen retention for just 6 months, 180 days. You will be attracting everybody. Even if you don't look attractive, even if you don't have the frame, you're going to get the attention of everybody. People will know when you walk into a place. Because when you retain this energy, enough energy to pretty much repopulate all of America, you will get attention. Chapter 2 is breaking free from invisibility. So right now in your life, like most people, you walk into a room, nobody notices you. You are completely invisible. We got to change this. You got to make it to where any room you walk into, you are exuding confidence. This is going to boost your aura like crazy. So you walk into the room like you own it. You don't walk in there just like, oh, I don't know if I belong here. You walk in there like, I own this place, man. You need to create a character. So everybody is an NPC in this game, meaning that their character looks pretty much the exact same as everybody else. Even if you have fashion, you dress and look the exact same as everybody else. So you got to create a character, a fictional character that looks freaking sick, that draws the attention of everybody. So for example, some of my references with Super Saiyan Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, vampires, for example, Eric Northman, Brad Pitt from the 90s, River Phoenix from the 90s. You have to have different references of things that you really relate to create your character, to stand out from everybody else, because life is too short to be looking and acting and dressing just like everybody else, man. You got to step it up and create a character that demands attention. Whatever character you end up choosing, you always want to be dressing confidently and authentically, meaning whatever you wear, it feels like you. You're not putting on this persona. It is really you, and it makes you feel freaking confident. Breaking free from this invisibility, you have to change your mindset. So many people, they see the world in a negative, gloomy sense, and nobody wants to be around somebody like this. So you got to change your mindset to where it's exactly like Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Now Goku sees everything as optimistic. Even when the world's about to be destroyed, he sees it as a challenge to step up to the plate and get even stronger. You got to have this mindset, man. Any bad things that come into your life are simply teaching you a lesson. They are making you stronger, and you got to have this mindset going forward, because people love being around people with this mindset, the optimistic mindset, never complaining. You can only see the absolute best in people and situations. Chapter 3, you have to become charismatic. People with strong auras have very strong communication skills. They can speak in a way that just gets attention. Everybody's captivated by this person just because of how charismatic they are, and this is automatically going to give you even more energy to increase your aura like crazy. For me, whenever I speak, I actually like to preserve most of my energy. I like to listen much more than I speak, but whenever I do speak, I try to make it larger than life. I want to create stories. I want to be almost like a fictional character whenever I speak. I've lived and I've done things that you can't even imagine, but I say it in a way that just captivates your attention. This is how you should be speaking to be charismatic. Your walk and your overall presence is going to be the first thing people see whenever it comes to your aura. So, for example, if someone's walking heads down, they're walking super slow and mopey, you're going to assume this person's going through some shit. They have a very weak aura. They're not very strong and powerful, versus the guy who walks in their head up, walking aggressively. He owns the place. He's on a mission. That's the thing, man. With every step you take, there has to be a mission that you are on. A lot of people say to look more confident, to look more charismatic, to walk slow and steady. I actually have the complete opposite belief, because when you're walking slow, it makes it look like you have nowhere to be, no purpose, no drive, anything. But when you walk aggressively, you got places to be. You are in it, man. You're gonna get a lot more attention. Your aura is freaking on fire because now you're walking with purpose. You got your head up, you're taking up space. Anybody in your way, anybody walking in front of you, you're moving them out of the way. The sidewalk is yours. And when you're actually speaking with people, you want to do a couple things. First off, hold firm eye contact. Every now and then you want to smile, or my actual preference is smirking. And you can mirror their body language a little bit. So the way they speak, pretty much their mannerisms, but don't do it too much. This is actually a narcissistic trait, so use with caution. Chapter 4, your frame is going to make up how strong your aura actually is. And a lot of people have very weak frames. It's going to be your physical presence. This is not about looks, like I said. It's about your aura, your energy, how much space you are taking up. But now this is about physicality. So how broad are those shoulders? How thick is your neck? How strong are the steps you are taking? What is your frame looking like right now? The best way to have a good frame is a strong shoulder to waist ratio, meaning you're very lean, between 8 to 12% body fat. You got very broad shoulders. You look freaking aesthetic. And obviously height plays a big role in your frame as well. So you want to optimize your height. Like I've always said, height is only 60 to 80% genetic, 20 to 40% environmental, meaning most people never optimize their height. So if you're 5'9" because your father's 5'9", your mother's 5'4", you could be 6 feet, 6'1", but most people never actually optimize their height growth potential. But if you need some help with that, man, kalosique.com to purchase Titan Growth 2.0. Aries Rage also helps tons with growing taller. Pretty much Titan Growth 2.0, make sure you don't have any vitamin deficiencies, because 92% of the population is deficient in vitamins and minerals. And the Aries Rage pretty much makes sure that your testosterone is optimized. It's going to boost your testosterone by up to 37% within just 12 weeks. Chapter 5, bringing that aura to life, baby. In your day-to-day life, like I already said, walk with intention, walk with your head up, walk like you are the king, embrace your inner confidence. This is going to make sure that you are that guy. You have an insane aura. But the biggest thing is, watch any anime, any TV show. What is the main character doing? What was Goku doing at season 1 versus the last season of Dragon Ball Z? He was improving. He was way more powerful. He was obsessed with self-improvement. This increases your aura. Whenever you're obsessed with discipline, when you're obsessed with your goals, when you're obsessed with leveling up, nothing increases your aura more. Think of all these celebrities, famous influencers. Their aura is freaking insane. They have a cult-like following, and people look up to them. They respect them. This is the best way, the ultimate way to boost your aura. That's it for today, boys. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.